The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other. Teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now they try the right side here. And, he spins past him and into space. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And now here's a carry heading left. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Losing 6 yards there to bring up 4th. The Colts send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Colts pick it up. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And the screen can be a tough play for a wide receiver. We saw it there. They have to look the football into their hands, then turn their head up and look upfield.
It's quite a checklist, isn't it? Watch the ball into your hands, tuck it away, get upfield, find your blockers. Sometimes the list gets lost in there, and the defense makes it work.
And they made it work. They got the fumble. They took it in for the touchdown. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Terrell Basham in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And taken right at the 35. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Third down from the 2, fourth down lurking, but one more shot here. What do you do, Charles?
I think you run it here. Try and create some space, get your punter a little bit more room, and if you're really lucky, you get enough space to get a first down. But I think right now the big thing is take care of the football, get space for your punter, and get rid of the ball.
Mr. Conservative.
Yeah, I do kind of wear that well, don't I?
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
So they're on the 5-yard line here, 2nd down and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are in for 6.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 24-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And I can see why they're ranked 4th in the NFL against the run. I mean, they are tough to move the ball against. I mean, they have a little bit of everything, right? Run stoppers inside, guys who can make.
They'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there. 56 yards. To throw now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's second down. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Terrell Basham in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing through the contact. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Defense showing blitz. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Von Miller with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. 13 yards that time of the first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you worked on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
And this is going to be taken, and he lost the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is a do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone.
And touchdown! A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
He's going to air one out. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now let's go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here we go. 1-9.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, and now he bowls him over. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Runs through the contact. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Colts on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
And past the 30, down to about the 27. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Now a handoff as they run left side. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Two yards to go here on 3rd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guys now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down.
Let's go! 1-0! 1-0! Ohio! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw here. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now this is fielded in the end zone. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They run with Ajayi. And some room to work. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they try the right side here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
And now here's a carry heading left. They find some open field here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Ajayi. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 9-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for 1 more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try to run with a J. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go. 1, 9,
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The Colts on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes goes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the home team here, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins.